Hi gamers! After making the video about best new Metroidvania early 2024, I decided to make some Metroidvania game lists that you should notice more. Some of you maybe disagree with the ranking, but that's okay. All I know, this game is a must-play for Metroidvania fans. Alright then, without further ado, let's get started. The Devil Within Satgat is Metroidvania that combines elements of Souls-like action and platformer genres with a dark fantasy setting and a Korean-inspired story. You play as Kim Rip, a warrior who is infected with demonic blood and must fight his way through a corrupted world to reach the Ebon Sting, a mysterious tower that is the source of all evil. The game is an incredibly good-looking 2.5D, stylish combat, exploration, with a compelling story and deep character progression. Awaken Astral Blade is a Metroidvania dark fairy tale game where players control Tanya, who embarks on a journey to discover her origins and fate in mysterious ancient ruins. The game offers a wide range of weapon combinations, so you can add to your talent tree to create your own unique arsenal, so make the best choice for each level and take down the monsters with awesome skills and fast combos. The gameplay includes exploration, combat, and puzzle-solving elements, as well as boss battles and mini-bosses. Emberbane is Metroidvania offering precise platforming and combo-driven combat. The game inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra, but with pixel art style. In this game, you will play as Ophelia, a young woman who can use the power of 4 elements, water, earth, fire, and air, to fight enemies and solve puzzles. The game looks promising. I hope this game is released quickly, which is the hype for Avatar. The Last Airbender is still high on Netflix. Blade Chimera is Metroidvania action game with a cyberpunk setting. You will play as Shin, a demon hunter who has lost his memories and is searching for his missing wife with the help of Lux, a demon who can transform into a sword. The gameplay looks amazing. I think this is another masterpiece from Team Ladybug. So don't forget to add it in your wishlist on Steam and Nintendo Switch. Grime 2 is an upcoming action-adventure Metroidvania with Souls-like element. It is the sequel to Grime, which was released in 2021. In Grime 2, you play as a Formless, an art mimic who can absorb enemies and summon molds in their shape. Not only that, you can use your molds and the environment to fight against enemies and bosses, and also got some brutally tough, memorable bosses that will truly test everything you've got. Biomorph is an upcoming Souls-like Metroidvania game about harnessing the forms and abilities of defeated monsters. The game has a smooth and dynamic feel, with combat mechanics inspired by enemy attack patterns seen in other games, leading to a tough but satisfying experience that ends with an epic boss battle. Of course, the standout features is its Monster Mash mechanic, which allows players to assume the forms of defeated creatures. From a hellish unicorn to a formidable meat golem, each transformation offers unique abilities that unlock new paths and strategies. Anima Flux is a new co-op Metroidvania game featuring 2 genetically enhanced soldiers who are special agents of a theocratic dictatorial regime. The game is set in a dystopian space city that has been invaded by mutants, and the players must fight their way through to discover the truth about the conflict. This game features a cool mechanic called Anima Transfer, where players can switch their souls to a different body if they die. You can use this to bring back a knocked-out teammate, take control of an opponent, or reach previously inaccessible locations. Akatori is a game that combines Metroidvania and action platformer genres. You will play as Mako, a young girl who travels through different worlds and eras with a mysterious bird that can transform into a staff. The game showcases new trailer this March. This Metroidvania looks unique and promising. Let's see in the future update, and the game is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch. Mariachi Legends is an upcoming Metroidvania platformer game that blends Mexican folklore. You play as Detective Pablo Cruz, a Mexican detective, and your mission retrieve a powerful amulet that can undermine Lady Death's control over the realm of the dead and disrupt the Day of the Dead. I love this game pixel art, which is like a blasphemous sequel with fast-paced combat that demands precise timing and reflexes. The game planned release in this 2024. Hope this game release as soon as possible. Aeterna Lucis is the highly anticipated sequel to Aeterna Noctis, a Metroidvania that combines fast-paced combat, a large interconnected map, secret hunts, optional challenges, and a rich and deep story. This time, players take on the role of the other monarch, the Queen of Light, with new abilities, exclusive weapons, and the responsibility of saving everything that has ever existed. The game features an intuitive level design that allows players to enjoy precise movement controls and complete freedom to explore and discover alternative routes. MAGNOLIA is a dark fantasy Metroidvania where you play as Lilac, an attuner who has the power to save the homunculi and humans. The game has 30 different unique skills that you can acquire from your companions. You can experience the revamped battle system that elevates your gameplay and exploration beyond that of Ender Lilies. If you love Ender Lilies game, it's definitely must-have. The game has good atmosphere, good soundtrack, and great combat with the same summoning mechanics as Ender Lilies. Deviator is an upcoming Metroidvania that combines Souls-like element with hand-drawn art style. The deflect is the core combat mechanic in Deviator, allowing you to turn the enemy's fierce attacks into nothingness with precise timing. If you're too slow, you'll be defeated. You wouldn't want to take a hit from an enemy after all. This game looks like most similar with Nine Souls, honestly. The game planned release date in this 2024. Let's hope this game releases as soon as possible. Crowsworn is an upcoming game that combines the exploration and platforming of Metroidvania with the combat and atmosphere of Souls-like games. The game takes place in a dark and cursed world, where the player controls a character who looks like a plague doctor. The player can use a scythe, pistols, and magic to fight against various enemies and bosses, while exploring a large, interconnected world and discovering secrets and abilities. Influenced by games such as Hollow Knight, Bloodborne, and Devil May Cry, but the game is still in development. We don't know exactly when this game will be released. Nine Souls is a game that combines elements of cyberpunk, Taoism, and Asian mythology in a unique setting called Taopunk World. The game has a rich lore and a compelling story that follows the protagonist Yi, who seeks revenge on the Nine Souls, the rulers of a forsaken realm called New Kunlun. The game also features a deflection-focused combat system that is inspired by Sekiro, a popular 3D action game. This game looks like most similar with Deviator, honestly. Do you realize it? Hollow Knight Silksong is a sequel to Hollow Knight, a popular Metroidvania adventure game with a dark and beautiful world. In this game, you play as Hornet, a princess protector who has been captured and taken to a distant land. With a fresh moveset, abilities, and weapons than the previous hero, this makes curious for player and the hype to play it. The game has over 150 new enemies and over 40 new bosses to challenge Hornet. I know Hollow Knight Silksong is most awaited in this Metroidvania genre. Stay tuned for updates on the release date.
And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I am sure there are more amazing Metroidvania games that I haven't mentioned yet. Feel free to tell us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure subscribe if you don't want to miss another great list. As always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.